Aloha! I am going to show you guys quickly. I got a shot today and my friend Tad was in the shot, which is cool for him, but for me, I don't want to see him. So what I'm going to do is take my clone stamp tool, and that's S. I'm using a Wacom tablet, and I'm going to use Option to source. So I'm going to source with that crosshair, and I'm going to try, my opacity is low, so I'm going to basically match where this wave is. And if you see, he's already starting to kind of go away. It's tough right here because there's a little break in the water. Let me see. I'm going to try to do a big little... it takes some... That doesn't look bad. But here you got to follow the line of the wave, the curvature of the wave. So as you see, I'm going to try to do something like that. Now I'm using the clone stamp tool. It's keyboard shortcut S. And as you see, it takes some finessing for sure. I mean, like I'm using a stylus, so it really helps being able to use pressure sensitivity and control kind of paint. So as you see, it's kind of coming together. I could fine tune after. I'm just trying to rough it in just to kind of, that was a little much. So I'm still finessing it. As you see, there's a little white part on the bottom, so you almost have to imagine, you know, and kind of see what would be over there if he wasn't there. He was nice enough to let me use his housing, so I can't get too upset with his big head in the way. Let me see. Now, the whole point when you're retouching is you want it to look as if it was not retouched. So you want it to be very subtle. You want to magnify and zoom in. And as you see, sometimes, let me see. Now even those shadows are there. Let me see. No, that doesn't look good. I'm going to undo a couple of those. Command Z is undo. So it's a. Now I'm going to lower the opacity a little bit to blend right here. So you see that? Whoop, not that. No. I'm going to even use like an opacity of like 10%. And just really kind of feather it in. Here, I think, is another part of where he was, which is, that's why it's annoying sometimes when people are in your shot, because you don't realize how much they're actually ruining the integrity of the water. But now I'm going to kind of, that I think can kind of, you want to make sure you avoid repetition in the retouching, so you don't want any repetitive patterns. So like here I can see there's repetition happening, so I'm going to try to get rid of some of that. I got my cat kind of up in my shit right now. He just hopped in my lap. You can't see that. So this is extra tough at the moment. But you could kind of see there's even this guy here, but he's all right. So I don't know if I like him in there anyway, because of the kind of, you can't really see who he is. It's a body border. Let me see. So I'm going to really zoom in. They call this pixel pushing. So you're essentially just pushing pixels around, and which is what an image is made of. A lot of little squares and little pixels. This cat is crawling on my keyboard. No, not cool. So I'm going to get rid of him, and again, I'm using my stylus with my Wacom tablet. I'm using the Option key to source. So as you see, this crosshair is my source area. I changed the opacity. I mean, it looks pretty freaking good, actually, in my opinion. And then you zoom out, and you kind of see what's happening. Okay, the cat's going on the floor, pissing me off. And there you go. So Boom, boom. Pretty legit. The only, it looks fine. I mean, I could go ahead and do a little tweaking, but again, I'm being very critical because I know exactly what was here and what's gone, and I'm one obviously retouching it. But as you see, boom, boom. And if you zoom away, shit, no one's going to tell. So again, clone stamp, keyboard shortcut S, option key is going to give you where you're going to source with the crosshair. And that's my tool tip for the day with wave retouching 101. Aloha!